Hey guys, welcome to Gaming with Grandma. Alright guys, this is the sixth time I've tried to record it, and I always screw something up. Okay, so, I tested out my Oculus Quest. So, here's the thing. If you're just starting into VR, get a Gear VR. Now, if you only have like an S6, get the white one. If you have S7 or above, the S7 Edge will work with the blue one because it's wider, it's bigger. So if you have an S7 Edge, it fits in there more than it does an S7. I mean, it works. It works fine. But if you go from cardboard to Gear VR, and you love Gear VR, and you buy a crap load of games, you can transfer those games onto an Oculus Go. Now, the problem with the Gear VR is my phone would heat up so hot. And I literally had to take it out, and it felt like it was going to explode. That's how hot it was. I laid it on the cardboard box to cool it down. It took forever to cool down. It took forever. So when I decided I was going to get an Oculus Go. Now, I did research, and they said that the Gear VR, you could play on the Oculus Go. So I got the Oculus Go. But the only bad thing with the Oculus Go is the controller. If you drop it, it breaks. I dropped it twice. The Oculus, or the Oculus VR, Gear VR. I dropped that controller like 20 to 30 times, and it was still working. So I think Oculus Go, they made a very cheap hand thing or whatever. Oculus Go is really good, but I wish they would have made the controller better, because it was kind of cheap. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the Oculus Go was really good. There's a lot of games I bought on Oculus Go. I played it for like several months, and then one day I went to play it and the controller wouldn't work. I put a brand new charged battery, and it said the battery was at 0. So something broke in it. My son always asked me, well, why don't you play the Oculus Go? And I'm like, because the controller's broken and I can't find another one. I mean, if it was for that, I probably would have gotten a new controller. But the next one up from Oculus Go would be a PSVR. Now, if you have a PS4 and you want a PSVR, now if it was Christmas and you wanted a PSVR and you got a PSVR, I hope it came with a camera. Because if you get a PSVR and it doesn't, because the PSVR kit does not include the camera, unless it's a kit that includes everything. Now, I always do bidding and buying on eBay. eBay has a guarantee that if you don't get it shipped and you put a flag, he doesn't ship it in 3 days, you get your money back and he's gone off of eBay. Yeah, they'll literally kick you out of eBay. So I'm going to save the Oculus Go for my grandbaby for when she turns old enough. Now, she tried Gear VR, but I only let her play for like maybe 5-10 minutes, not long at all. But I had her play like little kid games. The first game I wanted her to do was the Jurassic World or whatever. It was the first one that came out, where she got to see the dinosaur stand up. And she was terrified. She's like, the dinosaur's gonna eat me. I said, no, boo-boo, you just gotta watch. He's eating. He's a vegetarian. He's not gonna eat you. And she's like, I don't like it now. She was scared. She was so scared. But then after a while, she's like, man, I want to do the dinosaur again. So I had her watch it, and there were several times she leaned back. She's like, Grandma, he's going to bite me. I said, no, boo-boo, he's just smelling you. He like you. And then she, like, ducks down. She's like, he almost hit me with his tail. I was laughing. It was so funny. But she got up enough nerve to be able to watch the dinosaur. She thought that was amazing. And now she plays like these roller coaster games, and she plays there's a snowman one that she just loves. It's that one, and then there's another one called Candyland, I think it's called. I don't know. But I still have my 2 Gear VRs. I got my white one and my bluish black one. And then I have my Oculus Go. And so, if you're going from Gear VR to Oculus Go, and then Oculus Go, the one up from Oculus Go would be the PS4 VR. Now, a lot of people complained about the camera, the controllers going out of range, things like that. There was no big deal. I mean, it ain't like you had to reprogram the controller. It wouldn't pick up your hand. So then you had to like move over. But if you have to turn in a game, there's a long standing cord. I mean, a long cord. So you don't have to worry about like pulling it out of the plug or anything like that. It's long. But you don't want to get it wrapped around your feet. Because if you fall, you're going to really get hurt. I've seen people fall with the PS4, and you know what? I give kudos to PS4 because they made it really well. Like, there were several times I saw people land right on their face, and they really didn't get hurt that much. They just, oh my gosh, I can't believe I fell, type thing. So yeah, if you're going from an Oculus Go, get a PSVR. It's really fun, especially if you have a PS4 and you can afford a PlayStation, because PlayStation's pretty cheap. It's like $175 or something like that. It's pretty cheap. But remember, if you buy the kit, you want to make sure it comes with a camera, because you have to have the camera to play. But you need a lot more space, because otherwise the camera can't really see you. And the cool thing about the PS4 is I thought if you turned all the lights off, it wouldn't be able to see you. It could still see the controllers. Actually, I think it sees them better than it was when I had the light on. It was really cool in the dark too. Like, I was watching my son and my daughter play it, and my daughter, of course, got motion sickness. She actually would throw up in the car when we'd be driving or whatever. She got car sickness. My grandbaby actually has that too, which I miss so bad. I literally want her to come now. I miss her so bad. But with COVID, I don't want to take that chance, because what happens if I have it on me and I end up sick, and then she goes home and she has it, and her mom does daycare? I don't want to take that chance that she gets sick, my daughter gets sick, and they're in the hospital because of me. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So, okay. So, if you had a PSVR and you want something upgraded, you want an HTC Vive or Oculus Rift, now you got to realize Oculus Rift requires a PC. It has to have a gaming PC. Now, I don't know anything about the virtual desktop thingy. I'm not sure what it was called, but I heard a lot of bad things about it. It didn't last long. But if you don't have a gaming PC, how in the world are you going to play it? And when Oculus Quest came into the picture, if Oculus Quest was not in the picture, I would get a PS4 and a PSVR. But now that they have the Quest, I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true for me. Okay, if you're not wanting to use the controllers, you can use your hand, hand gestures. I would imagine when you're shooting, you just do this. I don't know. But you can scroll through your Facebook, or you could do whatever you want, which I didn't even know they had. So when you get it and you take it out of the box, you plug in the charger, you turn it on, and then you download it to your phone. Now, your phone doesn't have to have it opened. You can literally, just like with Gear VR. Gear VR, as soon as you put it in your headset, you're good to go. The thing with Gear VR is you really have to adjust the knob, because there was a lot of times it would be blurry. So I literally had to take it off, take the phone out, and then put the phone back in and put it on. Because if it's blurry, it's going to mess up your eyes. You don't want it blurry. You want it where you can actually see it. And I have these Blu-ray glasses to prevent the shine on your eyes for eye strain. So I'm going to try that on my Oculus Quest. I haven't tried it yet. The first game I downloaded with my Oculus Quest was... No one knows? The Job Simulator. I used to love that on the PSVR. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. The PSVR is really good. I am not saying it's bad at all. If you're going from the Gear VR, then the Oculus Go, then the PSVR, you'll know what I mean. It's 10 times better than the Gear VR and the Oculus Go. Like, over the top better. So they also have extra headsets for your Oculus Quest. But I guess the one the guy gave me, I'm not sure if it was the original, but I love the headset. Which I didn't understand when I put it on. When it was doing the tutorial, it said you could raise it or raise it down, whichever your focus is. And then you could move this little thing, the adjustment of the eyepieces, and that way you can see it. They also have this spacer that I got for glasses. So, and I don't think I'm going to need them. But, yeah, if you're a PS4 fan and you've been dying to get a PSVR, and the sale with the camera and the PSVR is cheap enough, get it. Because if it's in your price range, go ahead and get it. But if it's expensive and it would take a lot of money out of your pocket, then get the Quest. Because the Quest, some of them are $399. But if you look on eBay, there's people that use them and then end up switching to Oculus Quest 2. I don't know the difference between Oculus Quest 2 and 1. I don't know. But I watch tons of videos on it. I always do research on stuff that I'm going to buy. When I got the Oculus Go, I was so happy. I loved it. But then I dropped my controller twice and it broke. So I couldn't even use it. I looked on eBay for controllers and all they wanted to do was have me buy another headset. I don't think so. So I was literally going to get a PS4 and get a PSVR so I could play games. Now, PSVR, they have tons of VR games. They probably got over 200 to 3,000. I don't know. They got a lot of PSVR games. Now, Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2, I'm not sure how many apps or games they have. I don't know. But the one I had to get was Job Simulator. It was $20. I know. But it was worth it. I love it. I put the headset on. That's the first game I downloaded. Now, while it was downloading, I took my headset off and I charged it. I'm still being charged because I'm waiting for the batteries. I want them to be 100%. Even though I'm only going to play for like 25 minutes to 30 minutes. But I was trying to figure out because my screen, it kept moving with the controllers and I realized I was pushing the side button. So I was literally picking it up, but I'll learn more about it. But yeah, if you guys are coming from the go to PlayStation VR. If you got one or you want one and you can't afford a Quest, then get a PSVR. But you also want to make sure that you budget everything. You have to budget what the system is, what's included, and is the camera also included. Plus, there's an adapter. I mean, usually it comes with the package. But a lot of people, if they buy it on eBay and they don't read, when you're shopping on eBay, read everything. And if you forget, read it again. Because I was going to buy my daughter a control. I had to stop there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my gosh. I almost blew that up. Her birthday's next month, and I plan on getting her something. And I think I screwed it up. I'm not redoing the video again. But anyways, I'm just going to post this because I've done this 6 times, and every time I watch my video, I screw something up. So you guys are seeing the actual video because I ain't watching it. So, anyways, so you go from Gear VR to Oculus Go, and then to PSVR, and then you can either get the Oculus Quest 1, or the Oculus Quest 2, or the HTC Vive, and then the Rift. But I suggest not to do the computer part because most people can't afford $1,000 for a gaming PC. I couldn't. So I would have to rent it from Rent-A-Center, and that's like $108 a month. I ain't doing that. That's wasting money. If there's things you want, there's literally pawn shops all over the place. You might have a shop that's super cheap that you can make deals. You know, it's $179. Well, can you go down to $150 maybe? Usually pawn shops are like, yeah, we could do that. So if you want to get something and it's too expensive at the store or it's too expensive online, go to a pawn shop. Check out what they have. I got my Xbox from a pawn shop. I paid $135 for it. eBay was selling it for almost $200. Now the VR stuff, I knew they weren't going to sell it because that stuff sells like hotcakes. But I've seen the PSVR in the pawn shop. The next thing I want to get is a PC to run the Force because I was checking PlayStation 4. They don't have it. I looked all over their store and I didn't see it at all. My son looked it up and it was on there, but I don't know. Because I have Steam, so I have lots of games on Steam. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do my Quest. I will let you guys know how these glasses are. Because sometimes if you're in VR, your eyes get eye strain from the light. So, but I'm so happy for my birthday present. I am. Thank you to my son. I love you so much. You're my best friend and my best bro. Bruh. He's going to see this video and say, wow, Mom, you're a moron. Mm-hmm. I notice a lot of people don't like it when I say moron, but my moron is totally different. My daughter used to always say retarded, and I'm just like, what did you just say? She's like, what? I was like, don't ever say that word. And she's like, and then she started making fun of me, and then after a while she realized that she boo-booed. There's certain words you shouldn't say. Some kids think the B word, B-A-S-T-E, B-A-S-T-E-R-E-D, I think it is. Well, this way kids don't know what I'm saying. Only older kids can understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of kids that think H-E-L-L is a bad word. Some kids think butthead's a bad word. There's a lot of words that little kids, you know, they hear or whatever. But if their parents swear, then they know exactly what words. Because they've heard it over and over and over. Now, when my kids were younger, and I mean like 10, 13, stuff like that, when they got older, it was okay to swear. but they couldn't use it in a way that would hurt someone. I would say, okay, let's say you're playing a game and you're like, holy, that was fine. But if you're like, you mother, no, that's not fine. Or you're swearing at somebody, no, that's not proper. You don't do stuff like that. And you don't go to somebody and say, shut up. Well, my sister, she says, oh, shut up. She doesn't mean it in shut up. She means it in, you gotta be kidding me type thing, yeah. So she says it all the time, drives me crazy. But I love my sister. She has her ways. It's so cute in a way. Anytime I come over and she says something, I just start cracking up. She's like, what did I say? And nothing, never mind. But I love my sister. Anytime I go over there or something and say hi or something like that, she's funny as all get up. I laugh at her. She's funny. But she has her moments, believe me. I think everybody has their moments. But I never use swearing toward my kids. I would never call them, something bad. I would say, man, you're such a butthead. Stuff like that. But I never swore at my kids. I basically would play a game and I would swear constantly. But anyways, if you got a PSVR for Christmas, you're going to love it. It's actually the best VR headset from Gear VR and Oculus Go. So if you can't afford a Quest and you can afford a PSVR, get a PSVR. Because, PSVR, there's a lot of stuff on eBay and it's super cheap. If you already have a PS4, get a PSVR. Heck yeah. It's really fun. And they got tons of games, guys. They got tons of games. But think of it this way. If you get a PSVR and you can't afford a Oculus Quest, you're still playing the VR. It's freaking awesome. The PSVR is awesome. So, enough talking, guys. My battery's about to die. So, leave a like, comment below, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Doses. I'm out.